Hey everybody, Tony Fonte here, and you are watching the Tony Fonte Show, the place you need to be to create a new beginning and a life you love. Today's episode, I want to talk to you about how my daughter inspires me. And you might be thinking to yourself, why are you talking about your daughter and why she inspires you? So I'm going to share a little story with you. Most of you know, but for those who don't know, I lost my wife 5 years ago and my daughter's mother 5 years ago, about 5.5 years ago. And it's been a challenge, it's been a struggle, especially for her. In school, she's had a lot of challenges, mainly because she's got so many thoughts going through her mind that she can't, it's hard for her, I shouldn't say can't, it's hard for her to focus. Because her mind's going a million different ways, and everything she looks at, certain things people say reminds her of her mom, and she misses her mom, and she wants a mom, and it overwhelms her, and that's what's in her mind day in and day out, and it's hard for her to sit there and focus in school and stay focused in for a long period of time. But more importantly, it's hard for her to comprehend and retain. And it's been like that for a while. At first they thought that it was ADHD. Found out it wasn't ADHD. Then they thought she had a learning disability. And I fought them for a while, and I finally said, you know what, go ahead and test her. I don't believe it's a learning disability. So they tested her, and she doesn't have a learning disability. But they were stunned because they couldn't figure out what the block was that was holding her back. And I said she's got post-traumatic stress disorder, and she's been diagnosed with that, and from trauma, from losing her mother. So that's what's holding her back, because I knew the type of girl she was before her mom passed away. This is a kid that could count to 20 in Italian at age 3. At age 1, she was saying 3-syllable words, and she was reading sight words and really early learning books. And at age 4 and 5, she just struggled. So I know the type of girl she was, and I know that she didn't have a learning disability. But I wanted to rule that out so we can let that go. But here's where it gets difficult, because it's hard for her to comprehend. She struggled. She can literally learn something, and then 2 minutes later you go back to it and she completely forgot what she learned. And when she says, "I don't remember," that was a struggle for me too. And I've had to learn to adjust and help her. And it's not been easy, that's for sure. And I failed miserably many times in that area. But here's what I want you to know. There's time that she cried. And she's saying, it's too hard. It's too hard, Dad. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't move forward. I just want to quit. I just want to give up. But she didn't give up. Partly because I wouldn't let her. I encouraged her and guided her and just said, keep going, you will figure this out. I know it's hard now, but if you keep working at it and you keep working hard, you will overcome. And I want to share this with you, and it gets me a little emotional, but so she just finished 4th grade, and she gets an award for being a role model and showing respect and being caring and being responsible. And more importantly than that, her grades have improved. In math, she was getting an F. It was hard for her to get it, because if she would learn it and then a minute later it would be gone, and then they go on to a new foundation of something, trying to learn a new skill in math, and it would go away. She ends up with a D+ from an F. I know D+ is like, well, that's not that big of a deal, but for her it is. She had Fs all year long, ended up with a D+, almost to a C-. Very proud of that. Reading, she had a hard time comprehension. Not reading itself, but I had a hard time with comprehension. She ends up with an A-. An A-. I couldn't be more proud of her. But more importantly, she inspires me. She inspires me to love more. But through all her struggles of overcoming, she has more love in her heart, more forgiveness in her heart than anyone I've ever known. And why do I share this story with you? If a 10-year-old can overcome and achieve something that seems so far away and seems so impossible as it did in her eyes, but she overcame and she's still overcoming, then there is nothing that you are going through or have gone through that you cannot overcome. And I want to challenge you If you are in a spot right now, or if you have been in a spot and you do not have the life that you want, and you have a dream that you have given up on, don't. Go after your dream, keep pushing, keep fighting, and find someone that can encourage you and push you when you want to quit. If you do not have that, I would love to have that conversation with you to see how I might be able to help you and encourage you. But don't quit. If a 10-year-old can do that, so can you. And that's why she inspires me, because there's days that I want to give up. There's the times when I almost gave up on coaching because it wasn't working the way I wanted. My goals didn't pan out the way I wanted. But I won't give up. I won't give up because there's too many people that need help, and I absolutely love helping people. And you have a special gift that only you have and the world needs. So don't quit. You aren't here to be miserable your whole life. Keep moving forward. And I hope this story has just inspired you to keep moving forward. Again, I ask you 2 questions. What is it you've given up on? And 2, who in your life is encouraging you? If not, then maybe we should have that conversation if it's right for you. I hope this has served you in some way. If it has, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. Also, head over to tonyfonte.com. You can find more tips and awesome training there that can help you create a new beginning in a life you love. You can also sign up and receive email updates and other tips and training that I only exclusively share in email. You can connect with us on Facebook, TonyFonte01. And if you are in a place right now and you want to create a new beginning in a life you love, or maybe you just feel like something's missing, but you're doing pretty good, then let's have that conversation. Email me at tony@tonyfonte.com, and let's have a complimentary session, a create a new beginning in a life you love session, where you will have a game plan. You will get clarity on what it is you want in life, on the life that you want. You will find hidden barriers that are sabotaging your success. And you will also gain clarity, and you will get an action plan, and you will leave the session feeling renewed and energized. These sessions are very limited, and it's a 30-minute session. I hope you take it up for it. And please do me a favor, share this so others can be inspired as well. And again, until next time, remember, it's never too late to have a new beginning in life, and I hope to see you on the next episode of The Tony Fonte Show.